Greetings, I'm Dev the Developer. This lesson covers the img tag, the image tag. Images are among the most common elements on the web, and there is more to using them correctly than just pointing at a file. We will cover the required attributes, the optional ones, resizing, and how to pair images with captions. The image tag is a void element, no closing tag. It takes attributes to function. Two of those attributes are required: src, source, and alt, alt. Source is the source of the image. It works just like href on an anchor tag. It can be a relative path to a file in your project or an absolute URL pointing to an image somewhere else on the web. Alt is the alternative text. It is the text that appears if the image fails to load, and it is what screen readers read aloud to users who cannot see the image. A well-written alt attribute describes the content and function of the image. The alt attribute is not optional in practice. Even though the browser will not throw an error if you leave it out, an image with no alt is inaccessible to screen reader users. An image with alt equals nothing tells the screen reader the image is decorative and should be skipped. Choose based on whether the image carries meaning. Beyond source and alt, few other attributes are useful. Title adds a tooltip that appears when users hover over the image. It is supplementary information, not a replacement for alt. Screen readers handle the two differently. Width and height specify the dimensions of the image in pixels. Including these is actually a performance improvement. The browser can reserve the right amount of space in the layout before the image fully loads, which prevents page elements from jumping around as images come in. A caution though about width and height. If you specify both and they do not match exactly the actual image's proportion, the image will be stretched and distorted. Either specify only one dimension and let the browser calculate the other, or use the actual image dimensions. The width and height attributes resize an image visually, but they do not reduce the file size. If you have a 4,000 pixel wide photo and you set the width to 400 in HTML, the browser still downloads a full 4,000 pixel image. The user pays for the download and your page loads slower. The right approach is to resize the image in an image editor before using it in the project. Export the image at the size it will actually be displayed, or close to it. This is one of the easiest performance wins in web development. Once your image is sized and sourced correctly, there is one more pattern worth knowing for images that need a visible caption. We covered figure and figcaption in the quote and caption tags lesson. Images are the most common use case for this pattern. Wrapping an image in figure with figcaption gives the image a visible caption and groups them together semantically. It is appropriate when the image is self-contained content that is referenced from the main text, and when the visible caption adds context. Not every image needs figure. A logo, an icon, a decorative image, those typically do not need captions and are fine as bare image tags. Use figure when the image and its caption are a unit. Source and alt are required. Alt matters for accessibility and must describe the image. Title adds a tooltip. Width and height help with layout performance, but resize image before HTML, not within HTML. And wrap image plus caption pairs in figure and figcaption. Those habits build pages that load well and work for everyone. The best way to internalize these attributes is to drop some real images into a page and see exactly how each one behaves. Don't just watch it, do it.